I would like to start this presentation by asking you three important questions. What if you had an expert web copywriter analyze your website copy for multiple ways of squeezing every drop of profit from your sales copy? What if your website was guaranteed after this critique to convert at a higher rate or your analysis was free? Would you want a copywriter whose copy has sold millions of dollars online review your website? You know, it breaks my heart when I see websites just like yours selling products that are in demand, but making some critical mistakes which can be driving customers away in droves. Overlooked conversion stealers such as weak and ineffective headlines, lack of a hook and a big idea, lack of flow in the sales copy, wrong color combinations, confusing order pages and call to actions, wrong font choice, formatting, and general layout, and the list goes on. Sales letters which need that extra push to send visitors into a buying frenzy. I know many business owners try to write the sales copy themselves when they should hire a professional copywriter. But I know a lot of people can't afford to pay my $5,000 to $25,000 and more fees to write a new sales letter. And I'm not about to lower my writing fees because my clients make back their money like clockwork. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep coming back for more. Every business owner should know that his sales letter is his salesman. So you have to invest in crafting your marketing message if you hope to make huge profits. If you go skimpy with your sales message, then your sales will be skimpy. What's more, there's a big copywriting myth online that all you need to write a great sales letter is to read a good copywriting book and bam, your letters would be transformed into a 10-ton sales magnet. But I received too many emails from clients who told me they read all the great copywriting books and still couldn't put all their new knowledge into an effective sales letter. You see, along with the great copywriting advice, you also need in the trenches experience in writing letters that sell. And that's just what I've been doing for the last 13 years online. And because I coach others how to write effective copy, I have an eye to pick up the critical mistakes you are likely to make in your sales letters and a shortcut way to correct them. So the least you can do if you write your own copy is to have your website professionally reviewed. In this way, you'll get a trained eye to straighten the kinks in your copy and get you into the profit loop fast. So many of my coaching students came to me after spending over $3,000 in copywriting courses, seminars, and ebooks, and only finally got it when I critiqued their copy and explained how to put all the pieces together. Now, if you are sensitive to the truth and are accustomed to have things sugar-coated, then this may not be for you. I'm very in your face in my critiques, and I may not get your vote for Mr. Congeniality. This doesn't mean that I go out of my way to offend you, but if your copy sucks, I'll be the first to let you know. I hold myself to the highest standards while writing for my clients, even higher than when I'm writing for myself, and I'll surely take your writing through the ringer. Within a few seconds of coming to your site, I can tell you what's wrong and how to knock out the kinks. Research shows that website visitors decide within the first few seconds whether your website is worth reading or not. This means you could be losing visitors even before they read anything about your offer. In fact, here's what you can expect to get with your personalized copy critique to get your website as sticky as a flycatcher. I call it my 12-point copy crit system. There are at least 12 major areas you need in place to get your sales copy converting like crazy. And any number of these checkpoints could be costing you thousands of dollars in sales right now. Here's a chance to turn the game in your favor. you'll get this 12-point copy overhaul. First, layout and format. Is the website layout appealing to website visitors? Is the page welcoming and easy to read? Are you using an ideal type of font for your target audience? And what of your color combinations? Are you using graphics appropriately and in the ideal positions? Most marketers leave these decisions up to their graphic artists who may not be familiar with direct marketing principles of selling online. These cannot be left to chance or just what makes you feel all fuzzy inside. This is a profit and loss decision. Next is the headline and subheads. Some copywriters have estimated that your headline carries up to 80% of the selling weight of your sales letter. This is a lot of responsibility for one sentence, if you ask me. Is your headline telegraphing the greatest benefits of your products and building enough curiosity so your visitors are compelled to read the rest of your copy? Your headline could be what stands between you and a river of cash right now. Just think about that for a minute. Can you really afford not to make this the best headline possible? Next is the opening and attention step. You see, apart from the headline, the way you open the letter can cause your entire sales copy to shine or become a big flop. After the headline builds interest, then the opening lines must seamlessly carry your readers down that slippery slope to making a positive decision. In fact, if you gave me 10 hours to write a sales letter, I'm spending 9 hours on just the headline and the opening alone. Yes, that's how important this part of your letter is. Then we come to testimonials and profit elements. Are your testimonials robbing your sales instead of helping you? What are the best types of testimonials? What type of testimonials you should never place in your sales letter? How many type of proof elements can you safely use for your type of market? These are all important questions you need answered for your copy. Next, we come to bullet points. They make your letter inviting to read and can give a lot of information in easy to swallow tidbits. But bullet points go much further than this. Do the bullet points have the right structure? How many can you group together before they lose their effectiveness? All bullet points are not created equal, and just having a point before a sentence doesn't make it a bullet point. Then we come to your USP. How does your offer separate you from your competition? Do you know what you are actually selling? The answer to this question may surprise you. Tip: it's not the physical products or service you provide. If you are not certain about what you really sell, then neither will your potential customers, and your dismal sales results will show it. Then there's your offer. Sometimes one simple change in your offer can catapult your sales through the roof. Have you tested several different price points? Have you offered the best bonuses? Are you shy about asking for the sale? A powerful sales letter turns on the hinge of a powerful offer. Your persuasion architecture. Are you saying the correct things in the correct way, but in the wrong order? Just like your English teacher taught you that an essay should have a certain structure, so does a sales letter. And don't think that the either attention, interest, desire, action works best for every product in every market. Is your product new? Are you trying to break into a competitive market? Do you have a lot of credibility in your market? All these and more will determine how you structure your sales message. Then we come to your target market. Do you have your ideal customer in mind, or are you going after every living thing that breathes? Does your copy read like you are talking to one friend across the table or to the whole world? How much do you know about the wants, needs, and fears of your audience? Are you familiar with what your competition is offering this same reader? Most business owners write with their business in mind and leave their target market right out of the picture. A self-test. Just see how many times you use the word we and our in your sales letter compared to you and your. Then we come to the order page. An order page can sometimes carry the entire burden of the selling process if well written. It can also introduce new doubts in the buyer's mind at the moment of decision. This is the scourge of shopping cart abandonment that you may have read so much about for e-commerce sites. Is your order page leaving money on the table? Then we come to the call to action. Ever seen those bass fishing shows on TV where they catch these great bass and then throw them right back into the water? Always irks me. After you have convinced your readers to buy, you must then know how to ask for the sale. They are not going to buy simply because they are convinced that your product or service can add value to their lives. You must hook them and get them in the boat. Then there's a postscript. The postscript is one of the most read parts of a sales letter. Are you taking full selling advantage of this fact? What is the best information to place in a postscript? What you should never say. How many postscripts are just too many? This 12-point check system is part of the critique process I've been doing for my clients and copywriting students for many years now. And I've never had one client who made the suggested changes and came back to say they didn't improve their sales. Now, my normal fee to write you a brand new sales letter starts at $5,000. And if you need personal phone consultation, my rate is $500 per hour. I've turned down several people with cash in hand who couldn't afford my fees. As far as I'm concerned, you can't pay my fees. Find a cheaper copywriter. I even tell them where to find one. Business pay me my fees because they see the results that my copy brings to their bank account. Plain and simple. My fees are an investment in your business and not a cost. There are sales letters I've written which have remained untouched for over 10 years now, still bringing in money for their owners. Note to self, shucks, why didn't I charge a royalty? Now, please don't confuse my critiques with a rewrite. I offer that service at my other site for an appropriate fee. This is not about me writing you a new sales letter, although I may write you a new headline if needed. I can assure you that once you watch the video critique, my suggestions and explanations will be clear enough so you can make the changes yourself. I can also promise you will get the same level of attention I give to my 5-figure paying clients. Typical duration for your copy critique would be 45 to 90 minutes of screen capture video. Your marketing piece, whether a sales letter, autoresponder, landing page, doesn't have to be complete to have the critique done. So even if you are still in the creation writing stages for your website, then you still can qualify for this offer. And you can get this look over my shoulder while I dissect your copy and reconstruct it for just a fraction of what a rewrite would cost. But there are some conditions. I don't write or critique for certain markets. These include gambling, adult industry, psychic industry, questionable pharmaceuticals, and the dating seduction products. I also reserve the right to refuse critiquing your site if I think your market position and product is of a low quality. Your results are also 100% guaranteed, so if you apply my suggestions to your copy and see no improvement, just shoot me an email and I'll refund your money. No sweat. You must, however, show me that you tested my advice, so the risk is totally on my shoulder to deliver for you. Here's how to get the ball rolling. Number 1, use the link below to send me an email with the website address or marketing piece you need critique. You'll then be given the OK to make the payment. I'll then send you a confirmation email that your payment has been received. And finally, I'll post your website critique and let you know where you can download the video or document. Delivery is normally 1 to 2 weeks. This may be one of the best decisions you make for your business this year, the very breakthrough that you have been hoping for. I would like to say in summary, one, that you may just be overlooking one aspect of your sales letter and advertising that is crippling your business and slowing sales right now. Don't you deserve to have this profit hole plugged once and for all? Number two, this is about the best bang for your copywriting buck you can find anywhere online. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. And finally, your results, again, are 100% guaranteed. So your website will convert more visitors into buyers, or you get your money back. So send for your critique right away.